It's about 78 degrees Fahrenheit and not a cloud in the sky. Perfect for a joyride in this beautiful blue slice of heaven. Thank God Helios didn't have access to this chariot, otherwise we'd all be in the dark by noon. Let's talk about the 2020 C8 Corvette Stingray. First, a huge shout out to Michael Garfield, the high-tech Texan, for allowing me the opportunity to hang out with this blue bombshell. You can catch his show on the same station you catch mine, KPRC 950 AM in Houston, and, of course, the podcast. I'll include all links in the description. How do you introduce that which needs no introduction? Since this is Geek Therapy Radio, we'll start by geeking out over the specs for this 2020 Corvette Stingray. Here come some juicy numbers. Since this is the Stingray, we're straddling about 495 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque, every pony of which provided by the simply spectacular 16-valve pushrod 6.2-liter V8 tamed by an 8-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission, all of which coming together in miraculous symphony to drive the rear wheels and propel this 3,647-pound mid-engine two-seater to 60 miles an hour in less than 3 seconds, 2.8 seconds to be exact, with a quarter mile dispatched in 11.2 seconds at 122 miles per hour. Do I still wish it came delivered with a 6-speed manual transmission option, even if it means a few extra tenths of a second? Abso-freaking-lutely. That's the option I'd have if such were to exist, but sadly, it doesn't. Not that anyone asks, nor would they buy this car for fuel economy, but it is still astonishing that a car that can do 60 in under 3 seconds on its way to hunt down 200 gets almost 30 miles per gallon on the highway, 27 to be exact. That is incredible, knowing the absolute savagery the C8 crushes upon your senses with the flick of a heel. I have never in my life felt acceleration like this. It is so delightfully brutal. However, that brutality is easily sorted by the sorcery happening within the suspension and chassis. The C8 Corvette is almost suspiciously well planted, and when you don't feel like hooning it, extremely comfortable and well behaved over normal imperfections in the tarmac. The performance and comfort come together in a way that I can only best describe using one word: surreal. The ride is surreal, the abject savagery on demand is surreal, and the noise this thing makes? I think I just naturally aspirated. What makes the C8 Corvette truly remarkable isn't just its world-class performance, and I do mean world-class. The C8 will hang with the absolute best the Germans and Italians have to offer. What makes it so remarkable, though, is its price. The C8 starts at around $59,000 and on up to around $79,000 for the Chariot of the Gods Stingray we've been cruising around in today. 0 to 60 under 3 seconds and 194 miles per hour in a mid-engine supercar for less than $80,000? The value is astonishing. In the world of supercars, that's cheeseburger money for a filet mignon. Yet, I can't find any obvious corner cutting. I know there must be some shortcuts somewhere, but absolutely none of which are immediately obvious. The materials and fit and finish seem on par with German luxury brands, if not better. Everything you can touch feels exquisite, and the only thing rattling are your vocal cords when you mash the pedal. While the C8 Corvette was designed from scratch, from the ground up, I imagine a lot of the savings on Chevy's end occurred behind the seats. The pushrod V8 is legendary and only continues to get better. Why pour all of the cost into developing a brand new engine when you can simply improve what you already have and pass the savings on to the customer? If Chevy got fancy with developing a new engine from scratch, the C8, if it happened at all, would easily cost double, if not triple. But elitism is never what the Vette has been about. An elite price would alienate their target customer and possibly kill the Corvette brand as we know it. So to wrap up this joyride, I've simply saved my most telling comments for last. I have never been a Corvette guy. I never wanted one. I never had posters, models, or a sign in my garage saying, "Future Corvette parking." I always appreciated the Corvette for what it was, but I never gave them much thought. The C8 has changed all of that. Even before getting to experience one, the C8 was the first Corvette I ever actually wanted, and that's huge. The first Corvette that I'd buy with my own money in a heartbeat if I could. I'm 37 years old, and cruising around in this car was a vision into my midlife crisis future, for sure. That being said, if I had the money to burn right now, I'd ask Garf to drop me off at the Chevy dealership today. It is that good. As always, above anything else, know that we are all geeks about something, so embrace your inner geek. Know you are worthy of love, and I'll see you next time.
Just